Hey y'all, welcome back. You are cooking with Sheila in the Gangsta Goodies kitchen. I have a special guest today. I have Edward Bell. Edward, can you say hello to the viewers?
Hey, what's up, Gangsta Goodies? What's going on, KC?
I love it. And so Edward is going to show us how to make one of his favorite dishes.
Shrimp etouffee.
Okay, all right.
With a nice blonde roux. We have some shrimp and some scallops. Fresh, clean seafood. Just trying to teach us how to cook healthy and have a nice meal to come to the table and communicate and break bread with.
I love it. See, he already know the Gangsta Goodies mission, y'all. You know, we use the kitchen as a tool, you know, and cooking as a platform to help bring families and communities together one meal at a time. So, look, there you go. Okay, so let's get started. So you want to turn your heat on and click it. It'll, yeah, kind of clicks. Oh, there we go. Then you have to turn it down a little bit. Yeah, because that little thing.
Okay, I see.
You see it?
Okay. All right.
Alrighty.
I think we're in there.
Okay, got that heating up. So,
So with the roux, we have what they call down south the Trinity. We have green peppers, onion, and celery.
got it.
I have a couple of varied seasonings, some Creole seasonings, some adobo goya, which has a combination of different kinds of salts and seasonings, and then we have an onion powder. And we use flour for our base, and we have chicken stock to help with that blonde roux color texture.
Got it. Okay, so for people who don't know, roux comes in various colors.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
So, like typically for gumbo, we use a really dark, deep roux. Okay, and so for your etouffee, a blonde roux.
Yes.
All right. Look, I'm learning something, y'all. Go figure that.
Yes.
Okay.
So we'll begin by incorporating. We have some olive oil olivo, as I call it,
Okay.
in our skillet right now, and then we're going to add some flour.
Okay.
And the key with the flour is to make sure that we are constantly stirring, right?
Got
because
it.
It'll burn pretty fast, right?
Yes,
and I'll
it-
turn it down a little bit.
Absolutely it will.
And the key is to add the chicken stock.
Oh, okay.
And that's what allows you to create the roux, the color, that texture.
Got it. And so because you don't really let the roux brown, hence the name blonde roux. I get it, y'all. Okay, all right.
And feel free to use as much chicken stock as possible.
Okay.
You know, the goal is, again, to get it to your liking, to your preference. I like a gravy that is quasi-thick, but still has some liquidity to it. So I can still kind of pour it and spread it around the rice. Maybe have some presentation on the plate if I want to just kind of lay it around the rice and the seafood. So as you see, our roux's kind of getting to a good, and it's kind of similar to making gravy.
It is.
Very similar to making gravy.
I love it. Y'all hear him over here spitting out all the instructions and the details.
And as this is
I
going,
love it.
I'm going to add the Trinity.
Okay.
Right? So we have our green peppers.
Got
We
it.
have our onions, and this is significant because these vegetables have some moisture in them too, so they will create a natural sense of moisture and add water to the from the vegetables itself.
Well, you know what? Who knew I was getting in the kitchen with a gangster, y'all?
You know.
I love it.
Well, you know, I was raised by a shiro, and you know, my shiro had to work and make things happen. So she said, "Boy, there's some stuff in the kitchen. You better figure out how to make it happen."
I love it.
And so as you see, as I add my seasoning, that's what really kind of adds to that color.
Got it.
So my
Okay.
color is changing now.
Yes, it is
So I
changing.
use the seasoning to play with, right? And
Okay.
then, you know, I'll add that for flavor as well. But all of them work together in concert to give us that desired effect as far as what we want it to taste like and look like.
Got
Because
it.
we know food also plays with our eyes as well as our palate. So we want to make sure that the presentation is on point as well, right?
Wait a minute, y'all. Woo! All I can say is I have never, and I've had over 100 episodes under my belt, Mr. Edward Bell. I have never had a guest to just kind of break it down like that. I love it. And you know what? And that's really important in being a community servant.
Exactly. You know, this dish, I picked it in particular because there's a word I get to use. It's called amalgamation, right? It's when you bring things together to create something new or different. And so we brought flour, we brought chicken broth, we brought vegetables together, so a little bit of olive oil together to make this roux. And that's really what public service is like. You have people with different perspectives, different takes,
Yes.
different vantage points, and we have to come
Yes.
together to find some common solutions to common problems. We got to make roux.
Absolutely. Now, tell us the word again.
Amalgamation. Amalgation. Amalgamation.
Bringing it together.
Yes, ma'am.
I love it. I love it. And so now, after you do that, then do you let it simmer for a while before you add your seafood?
Well, I normally cook the seafood in a separate pan, let
Got
it saute. And for shrimp is really easy. Once shrimp turns that light pink,
Yes.
it's getting very close to done. You don't want to overcook the shrimp.
Absolutely.
Same thing for the scallops. When they get to a more solid consistency and have a nice little tan to them, then you know they're good to go. And then, as you can see, you'll have your roux.
Yes.
You'll have your steamed rice. You'll put your plate down, add your seafood, put your rice, and then add your roux.
Which is what we are getting ready to do.
And as you see, you want a nice thickness,
Look
but
at that.
still full of consistency.
Wow. Look at that. I love it. I can't wait to taste, y'all. So when we come back, I get to taste the roux, the etouffee, the scallops, the shrimp, and all of that. And then we're going to learn more about Edward Bell and his vision for Kansas City, in particularly 5th District. So we'll be right back, y'all. This segment of Gangsta Goodies Kitchen has been brought to you by Waldo Wellness Cafe, located at 7441 Broadway in Kansas City, Missouri. Are you looking for an alternate to the usual bar scene? Well, if you are, join us every Friday night at Waldo Wellness Cafe for Herbs After Dark. We provide an alcohol and drama-free space for you to enjoy your CBD alone or with your family and friends. Coffee, cold drinks, and pastries are available. And guess what, y'all? There's no cover charge. Check our social media at Waldo Wellness Cafe for more info. We hope to see you there. Hey, y'all, we are back, and I get a chance to taste Ed's shrimp and scallops etouffee. Y'all, it smells so good. I'm like over here mesmerized. So, let's do it. Let's taste.
Yes, ma'am.
So,
I will serve you.
so we put the rice on the bottom, and then I put he let me plate it, y'all. So I don't know if I plated it like he would, but
by all means, to your liking.
oh my goodness, see,
Enjoy.
isn't that sweet? That's plenty. Thank you. And then get yourself some, and So, Edward, who taught you how to make this dish?
I watch a lot of public television. There's a guy that does some Creole cooking on there.
Okay.
And I just kind of watched him and I thought, that's kind of simple and effective, you know what I mean? For
Yes,
something
absolutely.
different. So it was, it's pretty easy. So, yeah, but I mean, I cook all the time.
Okay.
My dad is he was a master sergeant in the Army, but he also was the cook for like the generals and stuff like that. So
Wow.
they cooked all the time. And then my mother, she actually can cook, she just don't like to. So I mean, I get honest, and her mother, my grandmother, you talk about cup runneth over. She'd make a meal, and then there'd be some leftovers. She'd take their leftovers and cook it up, and it'd be another full meal, and there'd be some leftovers from that, and they'd cook it up, another full meal. So,
Absolutely, absolutely. One of the things you kind of touched on, what I was going to ask you is about sharing a memorable food and family. Maybe it's a tradition or, something that, like, I learned how to play jacks in the kitchen. My mother taught me how to play jacks in the kitchen.
Just being able to be in the kitchen while the cooking was going on, I appreciated not being sent away or,
Okay.
there was never an era of, hey, get out the kitchen, I'm in here cooking.
Yes.
Even if as a little boy I wanted to pull out canned goods out of the cabinets and
Yes.
stack them up and play with them.
Yes.
I was allowed to do that. So my experience in the kitchen has always been very sensory and tactile, very hands-on, engaged, and I think it just carried over into wanting to be able to have an awesome skill set in addition to, and also you look at the roles of how domestics are evolving, and I do believe in shared responsibility. I'm not so much the have the opinion that okay, my wife goes to work and then comes home and she gotta do everything. No. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? And so there are some things that I can do to help out.
Absolutely.
To chip in, to contribute.
Absolutely, yes.
This being one
Kitchen
of
is teamwork. You know,
Exactly.
it is. It is,
Exactly.
you know, we build relationships in the kitchen. All of that, you know, takes place in the kitchen and around the kitchen table, which is why we do, you know, Gangster Goodies. It's all about using the platform to help bring families and communities together one meal at a time. Which is why you're here.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about, so you are a native of Kansas City.
I'm Kansas City's native son.
Okay, I love it. I love it.
Born and raised in Kansas City. This is my village. I graduated from Bishop Hogan when it was still Bishop Hogan.
Okay.
Got my undergrad from Park University, and got my executive MBA from Benedictine.
Okay.
Currently a year from finishing my ed specialist because I'm an educator as well.
Nice.
I didn't necessarily go to school initially to become an educator, but as I accessed that opportunity, I got to work my way up into an administrator in private school and charter school situation.
Love it.
So I wanted to get that admin certification so I could be a principal in a public school as well as a private and charter school.
Awesome. I love it.
So all
And
my work is just centered around community. Just that's where I want to be. That's what my passion is. I care about people.
yes.
I want us to have life and life more abundantly, not just barely making it, not just surviving,
Yes.
but experiencing a high quality of life. That doesn't necessarily mean high finances. That means good quality fresh foods. That means a clean urban environment. That means clean air. That means access to amenities, to be able to go to the park and feel safe and to play and to grow. So those are very real and tangible ways to have life and life more abundantly. And that's
Absolutely.
exactly what your public officials should be facilitating and pushing.
I totally agree. Can you say it again a little louder for the people in the back?
But your public officials should definitely be pushing, right? To have a
Yes.
high quality of life, not put feathers in their cap, not build another cathedral or build their ego, because
yes.
egos nowadays are size of cathedrals, and that's where a lot of our leaderships are worshiping instead of actually doing the serving. And
For
so
the people.
We
Absolutely.
gotta change the paradigm.
Absolutely. I love it. I love it. And so you went to Benedictine.
Got my executive.
You got your
MBA.
executive MBA. Okay.
And just been back in the community, just working. I've worked in nonprofit sectors. I've been executive director of a national nonprofit that dealt with contractor constituencies and building capacity.
Got it.
I've been an educator, principal, dean, teacher. I've been a project manager, community relations specialist.
Okay.
A lot of the opportunities I've had, I've been fortunate enough to come in and then create a situation to expand the roles and responsibility, but also the impact, so that we can have measurable and sustainable results. And
Yes.
So, oftentimes, Dr. Wooden, he's a coach of UCLA and educator. He had a saying that goes, "Do not confuse activity with achievement." And just because you're doing something doesn't mean you're accomplishing something. And so
Absolutely.
we've got to make sure that our activities align with some achievements that we can say these are real, these are actual. Somebody 5 feet from the ground can say,
Absolutely.
"You've helped me, you've impacted me for the better."
Absolutely.
Not just drive down the
Absolutely.
street and point and say, "Hey, I built that building."
Absolutely. You know, I read a comment the other day that came out of the city manager's office about rents and they not high enough yet.
Rent's too damn high.
It is too high.
Rent is too damn high. I mean, you are forced to make decisions between paying rent and taking care of medical needs or children's needs, and it's not a circumstance where you have people who are being irresponsible with their resources
Exactly.
Our current job market doesn't really, in my opinion, doesn't have enough jobs accessible to folks that really provide a living wage.
Absolutely. I totally
I mean,
agree.
even our professional sector, I was alarmed and flabbergasted by how many teachers have to work a second job, work a part-time job, and that is it's not a good situation because again, it takes so much to leave yourself at the door and come in and be 110% available for our community. We need to reward that and pay those folks
Absolutely.
the salary they should be making.
Absolutely. I totally agree. I totally agree. Now, I also hear, a lot about, of course, safety,
Mm-hmm.
crime,
Mm-hmm.
and, can you share, a little bit of your thoughts on that?
Yeah, crime and those issues oftentimes are a result of poverty or some other social ill.
Mm-hmm.
And we can't arrest our way to a safe city. When you call police, that means something's already happened.
Mm-hmm.
They don't prevent crime. So the things that typically prevent crime are employment opportunities,
Yes.
beautification projects that remove that broken window theory and feel from neighborhoods.
Absolutely.
Projects that allow neighborhoods to come out and have neighbors that engage and build relationships and speak and communicate to each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then having a public official that's willing to be on the ground, accessible,
Right.
doing small things, block parties, barbecues,
Mm-hmm.
picnics, park outings, going to youth events, sponsoring youth events,
Yes.
trying to find some connectivity between community members and community resources.
Absolutely.
Those are very impactful, uh, hands-on activities that can be done that don't require us to hire additional police officers. And that situation isn't sustainable in itself because law enforcement, as it is, public safety, takes up 77% of our current budget as is. That means
Wow.
for every dollar, we're spending 77 cents for public safety and nobody feels any safer.
Wow.
So we need to reevaluate our approaches, our
Yes.
techniques, and find ways to engage law enforcement in a way that's more meaningful for them. As opposed
Absolutely.
to calling them and have them run into some crisis situation and they have no
Yes.
idea what it is, and the response has to be massive and robust.
Yes.
If we have relationship building, they could use the best tool they have in their tool belt, and that's discretion.
Absolutely.
And they would be in a more informed position to see how to address what's going on in the community.
Absolutely.
And it keeps them safe.
Absolutely. Yes. 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 I know that, it's just, days before the election.
Yes.
And you've got a lot going on. And I just want to thank you for taking the time to come and share with me and to share with our viewers because we have to tell our story.
It's important that we not only share but control our narrative.
Yes.
That means the context of it.
Yes.
We cannot allow the imaging to misrepresent us.
Absolutely.
We cannot allow the petty politics to divide us. We cannot allow bad information to mislead us.
Absolutely.
And so
Absolutely.
what your programming, Gangsta Goodies, is really doing is helping us get back to the basics.
Yes.
Sit down, talk to people. Let's put the electronic devices down.
Absolutely.
Let's put the tablets and phones down.
Absolutely.
And let's really talk to, not at each other.
Yes. 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 I love it. Yes. Now, I want you to, first of all, this is and I haven't let you get a bite in
No,
hardly.
I'm okay.
But
I'm okay.
you see, I'll keep over here, refilling my plate. Oh my
Please
God,
do.
y'all, it's so good. It's fire. That's what we say in the Gangster Goodies kitchen.
That's what's up.
I want you to tell the viewers, why they should vote for you, and, ask for their vote and tell them why.
That's real easy. June 18th, you have an awesome opportunity to elect and let your voice be heard in a most meaningful way. It makes me feel awesome, and I'm very proud to be able to tell you I'm the real deal. I'm not beholden to any group, any organization. I'm not Geppetto. I am responsive to my community and my constituents. If you need help, I will be responsive. I will be attentive. I will be deliberate. June 18th, I really need your help. Our community needs your help. We have suffered leadership deficits. We have suffered lack of continuity in leadership, and we've had good leadership. And we really need somebody who is going to really be hands-on and willing to do the work. Lastly, I could speak all day about the work I've done, the people I've helped, et cetera, et cetera. But what I'm most proud of is that you can ask anybody about Eddie Bell, and they'll tell you the same. He has a moral compass. He cares about people. He does the right thing for the right reason. And for those intangibles,
Love it.
for those intangibles, coupled with the skill set to be able to actually do the job, I know I'm your best option. So June 18th, I really would love to have your vote. Edward Bell, 5th District in District City Council.
Love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I was going to share, I met this young man at an event with one of the properties with the seniors. Mm-hmm. And just oftentimes they are forgotten. And so I want to say thank you for sharing, with them. And they're looking forward to seeing you back.
Yeah, Miss Sarah is mad about that domino game.
Yeah.
Because, she said, you the first man to sit down and walk away from this table smiling. And I said, well, I ain't going to be the last. So,
they serious about the dominoes.
But it's always good to deal with the elders.
Absolutely.
I owe them. I owe my community. If it not been for their sacrifices, their investments, I wouldn't be able to be in a position to even run for office, let alone serve my community to this capacity.
Absolutely.
So for that, I am eternally grateful.
Yes.
And I have a sense of gratitude, and I owe my community. So June 18th, let's get a return on our investment and vote Edward Bell, 5th District in District City Council. Awesome,
awesome, awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. And don't forget to go vote. It is so, so important, that we do that we use our voice, in that manner. And I wanted to, before we go, shout out to its local artist, LaShawn Mack. Okay, isn't it adorable? Mm-hmm. And let me tell y'all, she has the cutest, and things are like one of a kind. Or if it's not one of a kind, it's very few, And so, thank you, LaShawn. I finally wore it. I've worn my earrings many, many times. But, so you guys hit her up. I'll put her Facebook information up so you guys can tap into her too and get you some good stuff. So, peace out, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your day. And don't forget, June 18th. Thank you so much, sweetie.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Peace out, y'all.